Well, the Melbourne Victory have secured the A-League minor premiership and booked a place in the 2008 Asian Football Confederation's Champions League with a 4-0 defeat of the New Zealand Knights. Victory scored their goals in a 14-minute burst just before half-time, while the embattled Knights under new coach Ricky Herbert were held scoreless.
New Zealand faced Melbourne in a match between top and bottom in every sense. The Victory after a win to secure the minor premiership, the crippled Knights losing their licence and their coach earlier in the week. The Victory were back to Olympic Park for the final time. And after a record crowd of more than 50,000 at Telstra Dome last outing, they again had plenty of support. With Robbie Williams filling the Dome this week, the Knights were hoping new coach Ricky Herbert would be a better man. His Chargers holding their own early.
Here's Marcino! Oh, that was a real chance for the Knights. This is, tell you what, pretty positive display so far by the visitors.
After half an hour's play and no goals, Victory coach Ernie Merrick had his concerns. He shouldn't have worried though. With a free kick, the party soon started for the home side.
Danny Alsop has put the ball in the back of the net. It's a perfect 10 for Dan the Man.
4 minutes later and the celebrations were on in earnest.
Caceres! Oh yes! Adrian Caceres!
And so the floodgates opened with a second goal to Alsop.
Alsop! Oh, exquisite finish.
Followed by a lucky one for Archie Thompson just seconds before the break.
Oh, it's a cheeky one. Thompson! 4 goals in 10 minutes. It's an avalanche in Olympic Park.
Alsop had chances to make it a treble early in the second half, but couldn't convert.
Here's Danny Alsop pondering a hat-trick.
He's flying, isn't he? Full of confidence.
The Kiwis had their best chance to score after a yellow card to Alessandro. Substitute Fernando with the shot.
Horribly disappointing.
That's poor.
With minutes remaining, the home crowd of more than 15,000 knew the Premier's plate was theirs. The Victory doing enough in the first half to secure the minor premiership and farewell Olympic Park in style.
Let the party begin in Melbourne. No small skill from Ernie Merrick, but it's victory against a victory. And in the space of 12 months, Melbourne's metamorphosis from worst Australian club to best is complete.
Chris Stubbs, Fox Sports News.
There it is in black and white. Melbourne Victory beating the Knights 4-0. That match effectively all over at half-time, with all 4 goals being scored in the opening stanza.
Hard to explain. No doubt the boys were never strikes. Our strikers were on fire, they just couldn't get the ball. And our back line and service through midfield to strikers was pretty poor. But when we got it up there, geez, they all did a good job.
It's unbelievable. A lot of the boys haven't won a title before. You know, we've won in juniors titles, but never at top class level. So for all the boys, everyone's really happy. But saying that, you know, we still got to go into the finals and have and play well there and try to win the whole thing. You know, we've taken the first step, but you know, we've got to keep everything under wrap and take it the next step as well.
The boys are having a great time tonight. We've had a toast in the change room. There's champagne going everywhere, and it's like we've won a trophy. The first time we did win the pre-season North Queensland Tropical Trophy Cup. But we've just won a trophy. We hope it's the first of many. We want to sustain that success. That's what it's all about.
I think, to be fair, there's a lot of sensitivity around, a lot of emotion around the players currently. As a football club sits, it's been an amazing 48 hours. Somebody had to step in and continue the program forward, and I was happy to do that. And I think it's probably fair to say that the concentration is very firm in the next 4 fixtures now, as opposed to what the future may have. It was great to be part of that tonight, I think, you know, and all credit to Ernie. He's created something that's very unique, I think, in Oceania. 50,000 at a stadium last week. I mean, I'm not sure you get premier clubs around the world operating at that level, so that's fantastic. And we need to have something like that in New Zealand, and make it very difficult for teams to come and play at. We've got 2 centre halves who I thought did extremely well. Met each other for the first time yesterday. So, you know, when you look at that, and to be quite honest, I thought there was periods of the game tonight that you know, we probably competed pretty well, long periods. So yeah, I don't see it's a problem. The difficulty I'm going to have is just who's going to be available.
Fox Sports News on Channel 513. It's on all the time.